Well guys, inside the car, I'm taking the car for test drive. I connect my Diagnostic just right here. So let's just press on D and just go. See, just stop here and now push the accelerator down. Wow, look at here, guys. That's fantastic. That's nice. I'm so happy with the result. Let me just check the forecourt. Nice, there is no any forecourt. Hello everyone, it's Aki again from Aki's Garage. Welcome to another video. Video today is for BMW X5 F15 2017. I believe the engine on this vehicle is B47 and the customer complaint is engine management light. So let's get inside the car and then we confirm the customer complaint. Inside the car, I'll just hold the brake and try to start the car. So the engine is start. As you can see guys, we got engine management lights on, so the customer complaint is confirmed. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our Diagnostic, connect to the car, and then we do one full scan and then we go from there. Guys, I just opened the bonnet. I connect my battery charger support unit. This is the battery charger I'm using for the Diagnostic. Guys, make sure you put the battery charger or battery stability control. This is very important for BMW cars to make sure you got a stable power. So as you can see guys, my Diagnostic, my auto, and this is my interface. It just connect to the actual car. So let's get in the car again. So I'm gonna put the ignition on. Ignition is on, and so this is the car. So I'm going to go straight away to the Diagnostic. We just say okay. 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 We just switching off the actual heater. So you're just switching off the actual power. Now it's just turning on the dashboard. So you just wait. As you can see guys, I got 14.2 volt, and now we're gonna do full scan. Alright, we go to the list. As you can see guys, we got 2 faults here on the DME engine diesel electronic. As you can see, the first fault is 284E00 and 244C00. The first one is talking about oxygen sensor after catalytic converter, but the second one is got charger pressure control. Charger pressure is too low. So what we're going to do, I think I'm going to concentrate to the second one, because customer complained about limp mode. So obviously the car is on limp mode and there is no power. It looks like we don't have like boots on the turbo. So I'm going to concentrate on the first one here. So what I'm going to do, we got a few faults here as well, but the customer company is the engine diesel electronics, so we're going to concentrate on those 2 faults. But the first one I'm going to concentrate is that one, the second code, 244C 0, charging pressure control, charging pressure too low. So let's go under the bonnet and then we just do some basic check and we try to test some of the actual components and then we go from there. Alright guys, I'm under the bonnet. As you can see, this is the actual engine. So I'm going to concentrate on this turbo actuator. As you can see, this turbo actuator has got one pipe here. I hope you guys can see. Yeah, this is a pipe here. So that pipe, it goes all the way, I think somewhere on there, just side of the engine. Let me just get my torch. Yeah, somewhere there. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take the actual cover out and then just do one basic check and make sure there is no any leak on the actual vacuum hose, and then yeah, and then we do some testing. So let's take that one off. Then maybe put my camera just right here. You guys, you can see better. Yeah, that should be good here. I'm going just to use this. Just try to remove the vacuum pipe. This vacuum pipe is out. So now I'm going to use this vacuum pipe tester. As you can see, if I just hold that area and if I pump it, you can see, and then you can see just steady, and then yeah, and then if I leave it, just it just come back to the 0. Let me just make sure everything good here. As you can see, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just connect this one to the actual pipe. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just trying to check the actual pipe. As you can see, just it looks like somewhere leaking, or maybe somewhere the pipe is damaged. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to chase this pipe and we see where this pipe goes. I might be have a look on the diagram on actual BMW data, and maybe we get some information. Oh guys, I'm just on BMW diagram. As you can see guys, this is the actual pipe. I try to test it, and that pipe it goes all the way from here. You see here, from here goes all the way to that one here. So obviously this is the pressure converter. As you can see here, this is the part number. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to test this pipe to make sure that pipe is no damage, and then we can check the actual pressure converter as well. So let's do it. Alright guys, from the diagram, I'm just find out that vacuum pipe, it goes all the way back from the back of the engine. As you can see, this is the actual pipe here, and it comes to just let me just point my camera here. Yeah, it just goes all the way. Yeah, I think you guys, you can see this is the actual pipe, that one here with the blue dot on it. So if I just try to take that one off, yeah, this is off now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just try to take that pipe out. Alright, this is actual vacuum pipe which is fitting the turbocharger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just try to hold like this, and then at the same time I'm going to vacuum again. As you can see guys, the pipe is no damage, is holding the vacuum, so I'm happy with the pipe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to connect the vacuum, connect the pipe back and start the engine, and we see we got any suction from the top of the vacuum. And yeah, this is another test, so let's do that. Alright, so just gonna put my actual camera just right here. Let's see, just yeah. So and then I'm going to start the engine. Take this one off. Alright guys, as you saw in the video, I tried to just do some basic check to make sure we got good suction, but as you saw, there is no enough suction. I think we got a problem with the actual pressure converter valve. So what I'm going to do, I think better to take it off, and then we just do test outside and we see how it goes. Wow, look at that guys, it's very bad place. So I took this and I'm using this small 10mm ratchet, and yeah, let's try to take the other one as well. And that's the other one. Just took it out. Now let's see if we can take that one off now. Yeah. Wow. Finally guys, that took a lot of time to just take the actual vacuum up. Yeah, anyway, it's out now. Alright guys, I fit the new what you call the pressure converter back to the engine, as you can see just right here, and this is the actual old pressure converter. As you can see, there is a wiring connector. It just goes on top here, and two pipe goes here, and there is a nut goes on top here, and there is another nut just goes underneath. So the top nut is not very difficult, so you can just take it off, but the bottom nut, there is no space and it's very bad place. So I use those spanner, so I have to cut those spanner from middle because it wasn't any space to just what you call to just move the actual nut. But anyway, now everything is back, so I connect all the pipe and the connector back to the engine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some tests and hopefully everything goes back to normal. All right, I'm going to start the engine and then we can feel the pressure here. Alright guys, as we see, definitely we're gonna have pressure. You can see it's just holding my finger. Before it wasn't that much pressure. I'm sure that is more than enough, so that is gonna push the turbo actuator open. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just try to put the pipe back. Wheel pipe back. I can feel the actuator is just active. So let's get inside the car and I do some more diagnostic and then we see how it goes. Guys, before we go inside the car, I have replaced the lambda sensor. This lambda sensor, it goes after catalytic converter just under the car, and it's very easy to replace. Spanner number 22. And yeah, let's get inside the car and we see hopefully everything goes back to normal. I'll go inside the car. I'm going to put the ignition on and then I just raise full cold. That's good. DME is just gone back to the green. Alright, so let's go back to the list. We're gonna go to the DME again. From here we're gonna press turbo code. There's no any full code, we're just gonna read the full code again. So now I'm gonna start the car. Okay, so I'm gonna read the code again. Yeah, that's perfect. We don't have any full code, and you see the power is just back. Yeah, I think everything is good. I'm gonna go test drive, guys, but I'm sure that is gonna be perfect and I'm sure everything is sorted. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope there is some information for someone. And like always, thank you very much for watching.